What's up everyone, welcome to another video. Are you ready for an epic shoulder pump? Stick around, follow this routine and let's get huge together. Alright guys, let's get this show on the road. So we have two exercises. We're going to do some clean and press and then we're going to do some rear delts with this band. As you see in most of my videos, I always carry this band with me because I believe it's very valuable. It's just such a simple and inexpensive tool which you can use to activate your muscles, to stretch, to do different exercises. So this is what you're going to do. Clean and press, and then we're going to do some rear delt flies. Arms straight, just going to squeeze shoulder blades together, and we're going for volume, 50 repetitions. So 12 repetitions over here, and then 50 over there. All right, and I'll tell you in a second why I like to do this exercise, especially in the beginning of a shoulder workout. So I count this exercise as being a compound exercise because it involves a lot of muscles. Of course, you're going to involve the shoulders, but you're going to involve all the shoulder girdle muscles. So that would be like your traps, your upper back muscles, your lower back, and your hamstrings, obviously, because you are bending over quite a bit. And I just like it because it also activates the entire area and just gets me ready for the other exercises. If I would start with the isolation exercise, that's obviously a good idea as well. But for this specific workout, we're going to do it just like that. So I'm going to give our upper back and our shoulders a really good warm-up on top of working the primer muscles. So make sure you keep the elbows completely straight. So by pushing blood in this area, you definitely get a really good pump, and just all the other exercises will feel much better. Just gonna go a little bit closer. I hope I don't mess up the angle too much, so you can see what happens. But yeah, we're going to do 4 sets of this. I'm not gonna go crazy heavy. That's not the purpose of this exercise. So here we go. So what you want when you do this and when you pull the bar up, you want to activate your traps. So make sure your upper back is working, okay? Because yeah, I could do it just from here, but that would mean, my arms would work a little bit too much. So if I'm getting a little bit of momentum, I find that I'm activating my upper back a little bit better. And another 50 reps. As you can see, this is not a very strong band, but obviously the more you stretch it, the harder it becomes. Second exercise on this routine, we're gonna do some lateral raises. Guys, I cannot stress enough how important this exercise is. If you're not doing this exercise when you're doing your shoulders, you're missing out tremendously. So always make sure you do either a machine, a cable, dumbbells, whatever, but do not neglect your lateral deltoid, because that will give you the width and you will create that V shape which we all want, okay? So make sure you include something like that. And for this exercise, we're going to do some 14 for the lateral raises, and then a drop set with a barbell, still for the lateral, which will also help a little bit with shoulder stability, and I'll show you what I mean by that. So 10 repetitions with this. And then look, we have the 10 kg dumbbell, and I will try to place this exactly in the middle. Yeah, thumbs over, and look, hand here just to stabilize, and I'm going to do 10 of these. With this one, you have to be very, very controlled, because otherwise the balance will go off. You'll start tilting it all over the place, and it will not feel good. Check this out from the side. Ooh, that's a good burn. Nice. Have you ever done this before? 95% of you, I'm sure they haven't, so I suggest you give it a try. Just check out this stretch, so easy and so good. You will definitely feel really nice in your shoulders, and you'll feel much more relaxed and ready to take on the next set. Okay, set number 2. We're also gonna aim for 4 sets. Okay, let's see. Actually, I'll start with the left this time. Not a bad idea to alternate. Okay, it's time for another press, but this time we're gonna do it in a more isolated manner. So we're gonna use this machine. I'm not a big fan of using machine for the shoulders, especially this kind, because sometimes it just feels a bit too restricted and not very natural. But anyway, I'm not gonna go mad heavy, just going for a good contraction, a good tempo, and a good pump. So we increase the weight a little bit. This will be our first working set. And then I have a plate over here. We're gonna do some front raises. Straight into it. This is where a lot of people go wrong when they are training their shoulders, because either they focus on too much weight, or they don't know how to engage their shoulders, or genetics is a big factor, obviously. But if you don't feel a good burn in your shoulders, then forget it. Your muscles are not working. They're probably diverted more on the upper chest, on the triceps. So you gotta make sure you engage them properly. Even from now, from this point, kind of pushing a little bit without actually pushing the weight up. So then once I'm working, I'm doing the set, then I'll feel the muscle more better. So I'm not just gonna straight away go into it. I put the intention first in the muscle, and then we start the exercise. So I already feel the muscles engage, and then I go up. 1, what I might do at the end, on the last two, just really go slow, 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 slow. Whew, that was good. Okay, last set. Don't forget, focus, activate, and then push. So we are heading towards the end of the routine, and just got this squat track. I'm going to do some shrugs. I'm going to target my traps, obviously, but since I have this here, I'm going to do some pull-ups, because if you've been paying attention throughout my videos, I put quite a bit of accent on pull-ups. So if I have this here, why not? It's not really shoulders, but it's something which I want to improve on, work in progress. So every time I have the opportunity, I just done a couple of sets. So I'm gonna do probably around 3 to 5 sets, depending on how I feel. And then we're gonna do a little bit more upper back, and that'll be it for today. So I'm gonna start with the shrugs straight away. Lean forward a bit. Straight into 10 pull-ups. Okay guys, so that was it for today. To be honest with you, I'm not feeling at 100%. I feel a little bit, kind of like a cold is creeping up. But one rule of thumb which I always follow is I gotta make sure that I'm not having a fever. So if I don't have a fever, then I can train. I can even push myself, but obviously I'll have to listen to my body. If I start to feel a bit feverish, then I will just back down and I'm not gonna do it. But if I don't have a fever, I feel a little bit, you just have to assess and see how it goes. But I've done that many times and I was okay, so never had some issues with that. But anyway, I'm really happy with the session. I was strong, I had a good pump, so these are all indicators that the body is working well. And yeah, I had a good session, did some posing. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. As always, please like, share, subscribe for more fitness content, and I shall see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.